PC Power Management ranges from enabling the basic capabilities for power management within your operating system, and that addresses the 30% of the consumption that the IT estate takes from the PCs and your monitors. From our perspective, PC Power Management is the intelligent enabling of these policies to address the business need while reducing the energy consumption. We find that most organisations can save anywhere between $20 to $60, pounds or euros, depending on the rate of the electricity that they're paying in their region. And that's affected by the efficiency of the PCs themselves. But generally, we find that most organisations can achieve a full return on investment within 6 to 9 months. Traditional implementations of power management generally include on-premise hardware, software, and associated administration costs. And while Verismic supports that model for the organisations that do require this to be in their organisation, we were the first organisation to provide a dedicated PC power management solution that can be hosted. That means zero infrastructure costs for any organisation implementing PC power management. And this can take the 6 to 9 month ROI already mentioned down virtually to immediate first day, first month of implementation. So very simple and very cheap in order to implement power management. The operating system is responsible for the application and the enforcement of power policies. However, by default, the operating system leaves the success of those policies in the hands of every developer that's ever been involved in the creation of your device drivers and your applications on whichever PCs are running within your environment. This means that those applications can simply prevent your policies from taking effect. For this reason, Verismic Power Manager is designed to detect and intelligently overcome these barriers to make sure that that wasted energy is being reduced, whether or not those applications are behaving well or badly. Whether or not you inform your users really depends on the stage you're at within your project. We recommend, where possible, that during the baselining period, where you're collecting information about how your systems are currently being used, that you try not to inform the users there, because otherwise you might affect the normal behaviour of those users and therefore affect the baseline information. However, when you go to production, we highly recommend that your users are included as part of that project. We're going to be affecting the actual behaviour and the availability of those devices, and the users really need to be aware of that so that they can become part of the solution as well. So we can do this as a group effort within the organisation to make these savings. A common misconception is that screensavers save energy in themselves. Now, screensavers are from a bygone era of avoiding screen burn on our monitors. Nowadays, really, screensavers are making things move on the screen. And by making them move, it's consuming more energy through the monitors and also increasing the utilisation of the systems that are presenting that information on the screen. So unless your screensaver is a true blank screen, which means the monitor turns off, it's unlikely to be saving any energy. In fact, it's more likely to increase the energy consumption. So we recommend blank screens, or where possible, power down those systems during periods where they're not being used. It isn't necessary to power off or power down devices in order to save money, although they are the ones that are going to save the most energy through a power management policy. With Verismic's dynamic efficiency, what we're able to do is to understand if devices, workstations, are being actively used by a user themselves or by the applications running on those. and intelligently throttle down the system, so reduce the speed of it, and therefore the consumption of the device, in order to save anywhere between 10 to 15% of the energy, even while that system remains operational. Therefore, even systems that previously couldn't be power managed because they needed to remain available 24/7 can have their energy reduced automatically through this functionality. Servers are a prime example of systems that need to remain operational at all times, because if they become unavailable, then the services that people rely on aren't available at the time of need. So these systems can't be powered off or powered down outside of working hours because of this problem. With the dynamic efficiency capability of Verismic, what we're able to do is dynamically throttle the CPU speed of these devices so that its full performance is available during peak hours, and also can intelligently adapt based off the actual business applications running on those devices. So full speed, full responsiveness is available at the time when it's needed, but they can be throttled down during the down periods or off periods to continue to save money. And for a device that is the biggest single consumer of energy within your organization, this is an essential capability. Verismic software is the industry innovator in PC power management. Designed from the ground up to perform PC power management, Power Manager is the only solution that can be implemented on-premise or in a hosted environment or delivered by your existing managed service provider. It's designed to address any organization of any size, no matter how distributed that organization is, in the implementation model that best suits that organization.